Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, they're all here except Rich, but Rich hasn't been here lately on Wednesdays because work's been keeping him from being here. So first off, we'll get started. We got Kathleen and Shad Biffle. We got the Biffles. What's going on, guys?
Hey, thanks for saying my name first.
I know. I was about to get, I was worried. I was like, I'm going to get hit if you say my name first.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
he knows.
I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night.
You're doing great. It's someday.
Thank God it's someday.
It is.
We have power.
You have so you didn't have power last week?
No.
Nope. It was out. A storm went through at 8:30 in the morning, and 5 minutes later, everything went out.
Oh, Jesus.
And
God.
it didn't come on until late in the evening.
Oh,
Pretty much sucked all day long.
Yeah.
That's when we lost one of our fish. So.
Well, that was a bad day.
So that was from the power outage because you had no pumps and stuff?
I think so. Either, it freaked the fish out because, number one, they were spawning.
Right.
And number two, the environment changed.
And it
So-
jumped out and ran away.
Yeah,
right.
Well, I don't know if it ran away, but it certainly did probably jump out, and then maybe a bird got it, or maybe one of the dogs, for that matter. I don't even know.
That's a possibility. Yeah, well, it sucks having power outage all day. I mean,
Dad was home all day, and it wasn't working, and he failed.
he failed miserably.
I don't think I really failed. I
You
accomplished
failed.
How come you didn't plug in the generator into the pond or
Oh,
something?
I did. I was working on wandering buffalo videos.
Oh, okay. So you had the generator firing up the computer. I gotcha.
Actually, I just grabbed the battery with the little converter on it and just hooked it up to the car battery that we use for our blues.
When in
Because the
doubt.
generators are actually in our camper, which is stored.
Oh, okay. So, but was you able to get the video done?
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh, well. It was a good try. Man, yeah, that sucks. Did you lose any food or anything?
No, thankfully, nothing. Didn't get that bad.
Okay.
Since it came back on, but yeah.
Yeah, because that's awful when that starts happening. You got to start throwing your food away, and that's a big expense. It's like, oh, jeez, it's not bad enough you lose power, and then have to deal
No,
with
that
that.
trying to feed 4 kids.
Right, exactly. I can only imagine. That'd be holy cow. Yeah, that would be rough.
It was a crazy night, and good to be here this week.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys back this week for Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So
Hump day.
So did you guys get to go out prospecting this weekend or no? You didn't get to, no. This was the Fossick weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember.
Right. I lose track of the
and then,
days.
Worked on the pond.
Yeah, right. So there was no prospecting this weekend. And Gotcha. Yeah, all this rain, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we just got some rain this week, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's.
I thought you guys showed some pictures of an outing. I thought you were somewhere this weekend.
That was the
doing
Fosdick.
Fosdick.
Yeah.
Kathleen and I went there and, just to hang out with people. And,
okay.
We caught the tail end of their common dig. And then we stayed for the meeting. And then when we were about to leave, that's when Dennis showed up and we were pulling out. Tim was showing up. So he handed off the duties.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was good to see you guys, even if it was just in passing. It was like, hey, hello, goodbye, see you later, drive safe. But it was cool.
No, we don't know exactly when we'll get out prospecting again with the weather and everything going on. Our weeks are pretty booked lately.
Yeah, we need to do a lot of stuff before we go to Alaska.
And that's how long now?
For 45 days or so, I think.
I figure you'd know right off the top of your head. I figure it'd be like 43 days.
But I was looking at it earlier today. So, yeah, 45 days and 15 hours until we can check it for our flight.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're pumped. We're getting our stuff in, trickling in little by little. So,
Now, how long a flight is that to Alaska?
Well, we're taking a weird way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody that's from, Columbus, Ohio knows, depending on the airline and the prices, you go some weird routes, and it makes no sense.
Right.
So here, we'll talk real quick
Yeah,
about
let's hear this.
All right. So first, we leave Columbus and go to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Right, bear with me. So that's an hour and 43-minute flight with just an hour layover, so just enough time to change planes.
Right.
So from Atlanta, we go all the way to Seattle.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
So again, that's normal. That's a 5.5-hour flight.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And then from Seattle, then we have a 3-hour and 48-minute layover. This was the only downside because we're not getting in until midnight in Fairbanks. But there, from Seattle to Fairbanks is 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah,
5, 6, 7, 8.
it's a lot of time flying in the air.
About 9-10 hours, right?
But we got business class.
Oh, so that's nice. It gives you a little more room and stuff.
A little bit more leg room.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
a heck of a deal going this weird route, and that's what happens. Like, if you want cheaper prices to fly more comfortably, but it wasn't just for that. We each get, obviously, 2 free check bags.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Up
cool.
to 70 pounds apiece instead of the 50-pound
And
limit.
we definitely need the weight.
That's nice.
So-
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a
Yeah.
plus right there. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, when
we
you
gotta
add
pack
in...
wetsuits
Yeah.
and
Oh,
all
gotcha.
that stuff.
And
You
that-
got to think baggage fees are ridiculous anymore.
Yep.
And then, of course, your weight, 50 pounds adds up quick.
50,
especially
it don't
if
take
you're
long to
talking
pack 50 pounds when,
Yeah,
especially
exactly. And especially if you're counting a firearm, ammo, like Kathleen said, the wetsuit,
Yep.
boots, all that, the
Yeah.
face mask, all the gear.
Oh my gosh,
It
yeah.
actually pays off to get like a business class or first class ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You would be paying extra in all the fees.
Right.
Just saying.
Oh,
But
guarantee
you
you
gotta
probably
be
would be.
willing to sacrifice straight route.
Those.
Yeah. Well, you get to see different airports.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
It's
for
an
sure.
adventure.
But it's just weird. You're going south to go
It is.
north. That's
It is.
just only
I mean-
south part. Thank God it's only an hour flight, though, hour and a half.
know. I never like the stopover part because you don't know where your luggage, if the luggage did make it to the next plane or not. Man,
Well,
I hate
see,
that.
that's why when you upgrade to the higher levels, your priority, your bags are put in a special spot in the plane.
You get on the
and
plane first.
You get on first, your bags are on there, and then the
Oh.
bags are always the first to go. It's like pretty much, I imagine, little elves, carrying
Sure.
your bags around.
Sure.
All
Your own personal
like a special
Sherpas.
pass.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
VIP.
You get your little Sherpas running
Yeah,
around.
that are just carrying your bag only. No, it's a good way to look at it, but it makes sense because the check bag thing alone,
Everything costs extra.
that's the part where they fry you.
Yeah, and now we get free alcohol on the plane.
Oh,
We
geez.
get free food
We
on
don't
the
have
plane.
to fight for a seat.
Really?
You don't have to deal with any of that.
And what airline you flying on?
This time
Delta.
Delta.
Delta, okay.
Yeah, I haven't flown on Delta in a very long time.
In a lot of years, huh? Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
because
just- I tell you one thing. What we both did for a while, for about 2 months, we watched airline prices.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta
For all of
really
them.
watch
Every
it.
day I put alerts on, so I was seeing how the prices of the different seats.
Yeah, but isn't Delta, though? Isn't that where they teach you how to fight on the planes?
They what?
teach you how to fight.
I think the first flight I ever flew on that was Continental.
See, we like what?
American Airlines
Well,
is my
American's
favorite.
gone downhill. I don't like them, but
Mhm.
United's pretty good, but they're owned by American now.
Okay.
But
And
yeah,
then you got your discount
you got
ones.
your Southwest, you got your Frontier.
I don't mind Frontier.
But Frontier nickels and dime you for
They
everything.
do.
If
Right.
you can fly with just a carry-on bag, they're so dirt cheap. But anything else, you got to be willing to sit anywhere. If
And you
go.
pay extra for peanuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that
So
sucks.
bring your own snacks.
Bring your own snacks on your flight. No, that's just wrong. They shouldn't even expect that for what they charge anyway. It's like, good God. But that's a good idea. I like that. Because I would imagine that Alaska is probably not cheap to fly there. I think we talked about that once before, that it's not cheap to fly there. And So that's a good idea, I guess. Take the layovers. Yeah, it's going to take you some more time.
I'm
But
telling you,
save
hang with
some
the
money.
wandering buffaloes. We know how to.
That's the way to do it.
Travel on a dime.
Well,
See?
that was our original thought of doing like a travel blog
Yeah.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the budget with kids, everything. 'Cause
Right.
We've taken some really
Yeah.
fascinating vacations on a very, very shoestring budget.
And that means a lot to a lot of people.
yeah.
That keeps a lot of people at home because they can't figure out a way to do it.
They don't maybe understand like all the ins and outs of
Right.
these little tips.
Of traveling like
you
this.
sure in the crap ain't driving to California with gas prices like they are?
No,
over
right,
here?
exactly.
Oh no, I've seen them. That's insane.
See?
What the
What
happened.
is going on there?
Exactly.
Oh,
so
I know what's
Well,
going
and
on.
here
Oh,
in
yeah.
Ohio, we're about to get hit here in July, I think.
Uh-oh.
Or at the end of June or 1st of July, our gas tax is going up like 10 cents.
Is it
A gas-
really?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Don't we pay enough? I guess that means...
Fix our bridges and roads, I guess.
yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, they'll
They've
say
been
bridges
threatening
and
us.
roads, but remember, that's what the lottery comes in
They've
for,
been
is
threatening us
schools,
with that
roads.
for years, fixing the bridges and roads. It's always the same ones. They never seem to be quite fixed, and they're fixing them again. It's like, well, that means just shop more at Giant Eagle, get those fuel perk points, and
Yeah.
you know.
Well, Kroger's. I don't know if you have a Kroger's near you, but they get pretty good deals.
Oh, see,
They
Kroger
feel
does that too. I didn't know they did.
They're a lot better than Giant Eagle.
Giant
You get
Eagle
more.
jacks up their prices of their groceries,
Yes,
so you don't get as much for spending $50 as you would like Kroger's.
but you know it's
That's
weird.
because they go to Kroger's to get it.
Well, by
Maybe.
us, we have like an Acme and a Giant Eagle. I don't know if there's a Kroger's around or not, but the Acme is more than the Giant Eagle. It's like,
Well, here's
Yeah.
how to get around stuff, and here's budget tip from Shad right now
Okay.
and Kathleen. All right, so go to these grocery stores that do the fuel perks, sign up for them.
Right.
If you know you're going to be making a purchase, like at another store,
Mm-hmm.
go in there first and see if there's a gift card.
Yes.
A lot of these grocery stores will give you double fuel points for buying a
Yes.
$50 gift card.
Yes.
Then take that gift card and use it wherever you want, no problem. Now, don't be getting like the Visa, MasterCard, American Express gift cards because you pay a fee on those.
right. Mm-hmm.
Right? And you pay tax. A regular store like Best Buy, even the airlines.
Oh, really?
Yep. And you do that, you'll get double the fuel points. And if you watch, a lot of times in the summer and in the holidays, on the weekends, you can get coupons where they'll give you 4 times the fuel points on for every gift card purchase you make.
Sweet. Coupons. I always like coupons.
There you go.
Nice.
You know, when we have to feed our family, we have to be very, very budget conscious.
Right. Of course you do. I mean, there's, what, you 6 of yous? Well, yeah.
They're all teenagers. And we got 2 teenage boys.
And that's never cheap because we know
Like, we hide stuff because
Teenagers will eat
we have to
everything.
hide our food.
And they
Oh,
find
yeah.
it and eat
They're
it.
like, they're
They
like
find-
gremlins. They eat anything. It's like, don't matter. If they see it, they're eating it. Oh, yeah. See? Well, that's like...
What was that one time? It was a show or a commercial or something. She goes, "You want some cookies?" And she grabbed the cereal box. She goes, "That's cereal." She goes, "No, it ain't." This is where I hide the cookies. Took out a bag of cookies.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
in like a special K box.
Yeah, a
we gotta
healthy,
get creative.
healthy cereal box. You got to hide the goodies in. That makes sense. Awesome.
But yeah, we're excited for the Alaska.
Cool.
So there's obviously we got a lot of stuff at home to take care of, a lot of audited things to pack up and get, and then we fly in. We'll fly in comfortable. They pick us up in a van. They take us down by the river. We hop on a little boat. We eat some government cheese, and we find some goats.
Nice.
Sold.
Now, Razor asked Shad, how long a boat ride upriver?
Depending on the water conditions, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. That also depends, are they using a regular boat or are they using the hovercraft?
Yeah, okay. Hovercraft would be cool. Probably faster, too, right?
Yeah, I've never been on one, so I'm looking forward to
That'll
it.
be fun, yeah. That'll be an adventure on its own, then. See? Pretty cool,
Yeah,
guys.
hovercraft goes over everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I'm excited
You're
about
just
that.
skimming on top of the water. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be
I
fun.
think we'll be on that because that time of the year the water level's a lot lower.
Right.
So that's why they bring that bad boy out.
That'll be cool. That's going to be cool. 40 5 days and 10 hours of
And 15 hours.
flying, and it'll be cool. You guys will be there. Is the flight home the same crazy flight, Shad?
It's crazy, but it's not as it makes more sense. I'll put it that way, right? So we go Fairbanks to Seattle. It seems like Seattle is your jumping point to get to Alaska.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Then, and this is better though. We go straight from Seattle to Detroit, then to Columbus.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
It's a more realistic flight
Yes.
plan with only our longest layover is a little over an hour and a half. The other one's an hour. So,
Okay.
we're pretty much hopping.
I still don't get the Atlanta thing.
I don't either.
That one throws me off. But
That's
I think
kinda
that's
weird.
just because we just got a heck of a deal.
Right. You know,
So,
and Atlanta's a big hub too. So
yeah, it's their main hub, I guess. So that's probably
right,
why.
that could be why. Yep. But cool. No, that's exciting. Now, Kathleen, you're going to be talking about Colorado tonight or something you were saying earlier?
Yeah, actually, I prepared this last week for my, kind of an extended fun fact, but
Mhm.
it's about the Colorado Gold Rush.
Colorado Gold Rush.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I thought I would do a little thing on that. There might be a couple random stories I'll throw in just because I had them. But
All right.
and one of them is kind of important. So
Cool. All right. I'm ready.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Always, always. And thank you, as always, for being here. Both of you guys. It's always a pleasure, and counting down the days with you for sure. You know what? Thank you.
TikTok.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the oil of tonight?
actually, I don't have like any particular blend. I'm still putting that stuff on my painful joints. Like, I got to get rid of this tennis elbow before I go dredging.
Oh, gotcha.
It's hurting like crazy.
Well, we've been doing pond maintenance, and we've been moving a lot of big rocks and boulders and concrete bags, all sorts of stuff. So
Get that brace, Kathleen.
Oh, yeah,
I
elbow
know.
brace.
I saw that on the internet too, Dennis. I need to get that for sure.
Yeah, you really do.
Is it the copper brace or just the
I
elbow
don't
brace?
know. It's like it gives you like some kind of compression or.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got
You
you.
don't want it real tight. You just because you don't want to overdo it because then it could really do some damage.
Right.
Yeah.
That might be what you need, actually. You may
I mean,
want-
it's actually, we looked it up. The tennis elbow isn't really a pain in your elbow. It's actually because of overuse of your wrists.
Really?
And yeah, in the is it the tendon or something that goes all the way up to your elbow?
It was really strange, and the tennis elbow, and that's where it hurts on the outside of her elbow, right? If it hurts on the inside of the elbow, it's called, like, I guess the slang term is a golfer's swing elbow or something.
But mine's definitely on the outside.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
all from your wrists. You're straining your muscles. Either you're doing the same activity over and over, which explains why I got it hurt when I was a kid playing baseball as a pitcher.
Right.
Then also with Kathleen,
Well, all day long I'm on a computer clicking
Computer.
the mouse.
holding her wrist and stuff and handing
Sure.
out the best angle.
Right.
And then coming home, lifting weights,
Concrete
lifting
bag.
concrete,
Oh,
and
geez.
so she's
And then
overworking.
dredging.
Oh, sure you are. Well, yeah, you're definitely overworking it. That's for sure.
So yeah, but it's your wrist muscle, so go figure.
So would you put a wrist brace on then?
No, well you can.
And
The one thing they recommend is actually what Dennis had on and what Kathleen, that little pressure thing that goes just below your elbow.
Oh, is that what that was, Dennis?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that
I'm
was.
telling you, it helps so much.
now, do you sleep with that, Dennis?
Sometimes I do. If I'm into my elbow screaming at me, yeah, I leave it on.
So you put that thing on a pressure point?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't on
It's
your
got a
elbow.
magnet
It
in
was
it.
like on your forearm.
No, the actual pressure point is like, I don't know how to explain it. If you put your arm out straight and you kind of rest it on your leg,
Uh-huh.
got the inside of your arm, the outside of the elbow and the inside, and it kind of goes like almost directly behind your elbow on the outside where,
Okay.
but not completely behind it, but just kind of more towards the
yes
top of the arm. And and it just.
And it's just putting pressure on a pressure point.
Yeah, and it keeps all that, because that's what hurts, man. It just kind of stops all them nerves from all kind of going up into your elbow saying, whoa.
And that's the thing you're telling Kathleen she needs to get.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You should post a link
to
it.
Dennis, does yours have a magnet in it, too?
No. Nope.
Interesting.
See, the one I got, the thing's got a magnet that goes over your arm, too.
Yeah, I've seen the magnet or the copper treatment things like that. I've even seen them like in back braces. They're lined with magnets or copper or something. But I don't know about all that. But if it's something on a pressure point, that could be.
Yeah, it does help.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Kathleen, you better get you one of them.
I know.
Oh, she's going to get it. Yep.
Yeah,
she'll be good to go.
Amazon.com, right?
Or Walmart.
One or the other. Awesome.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. Walmart. They had the best. Actually, they had the best one. Walmart did.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to look at that.
Let's just call it Dredger's elbow.
Now that makes more sense. That fits. Yes, Dredger's elbow.
If
that's what you have.
inside hurts, we'll just call it Swifty's elbow.
If the outside hurts, it's Dredger's elbow.
If the inside hurts, it's panning elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, panning elbow. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. No, that makes more sense. It's for prospecting. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, both of you, Shad, Kathleen, thank you guys for being here as always. And we'll be getting back to you in 1 minute, Shad, because you got your metal prices tonight, Shad, or no?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, let me get these other intros, and then we'll just shoot back to you, and you can do that if you want. Okay?
Yes,
I suppose.
Awesome. All right. Also joining us, we got our West Coast connection, who's somewhere. I don't know where he is. Mr. Scott Swiftwater. Tony, what's happening, Scott?
Oh, I was having a good week up until yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Well, actually, Monday kind of sucked because I had to buy whole new tires for the truck.
Ooh.
I had an engine light come on, so I went and got the guy. I said, hey, can you hook it up and tell me what it is? I said, usually we pay $20. He goes, yeah, that's pretty much good enough.
Uh-huh.
But I was seeing some tires over there, and I was like, man, my truck could use, my truck tires were still pretty good because they had, good tread still on them.
Right.
Really good tread. But the mud never cleans out of them. So if you get in the mud, they turn into slicks.
Uh-huh.
So I was looking at these tires, and he's like, I can make you a great deal on them, $850. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. So made a call and talked it over, and she's like, yeah, I might as well because da-da-da. And I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to pull the trigger, that money that I'm going to have later.
Right.
Anyway, I went out there and started looking at the tires, and long and behold, there was probably about, I'd say, a good 11-inch strip that was out of the middle of the back tire. You could actually see the cords in the middle of the tire, and I never even seen that.
Okay.
So I had to go pay $1,000 for tires, which that's not too bad, I guess. They mounted and balanced them, did everything like that, and I got a warranty.
Mm-hmm.
But then I come home yesterday, and, I putt through YouTube a lot, just looking at people's different stuff, seeing how, things are going on. Sometimes I make comments and stuff like that. Well, I come across this video, and it was put on YouTube a month ago.
Okay.
And I thought the picture looked really funny, so I started playing it. And long and behold, it is the people that went against Shannon and all the guys that was up there digging on the Amber claim.
Uh-huh.
Well, they have made a video that's pretty much what I call a propaganda video.
Yeah.
Dirty Gold?
It's called Dirty Gold or something.
Yeah. CNC, like I said, I wasn't going to mention too much of it. People could look it up, but I wasn't going to give it credits for people to go watch it.
Right.
But what really ticked
and they stopped the comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't have the comments. It's turned off and everything like that. But what really ticked me off is because I don't know how the video actually got on YouTube, since there's like 4 or 5 video clips in there. That's Shannon Poe's video clips. They're from his video.
On their video.
So I don't know how they were able to steal his videos without written permission, which I doubt Shannon said, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think Shannon actually filed something against that, too.
Oh, okay.
For the stuff.
Well, see, that video, it did make me mad, Scott. I went and watched it after we talked. I went and watched it, and I'm like, well, it didn't make me mad because it just didn't make any sense.
No, it just made me mad because you got one guy.
Right.
Well, you got one guy, he's like, I'm going to concentrate on this one part of the river. Well, your job, if it's really your job to be out there, you should be doing a lot of rivers, not just concentrating on one because people are going to be there that don't like you, and they're going to say something to you. But then you got other people coming in and they're like, oh, yeah, the fish, the steelhead and all this, stuff that we already know as dredgers that's not even close to being the truth.
Right, so they talked it.
When you're in fisheries department and they got the hatchlings and the spry and everything like that, folks, I hate to candy coat it, but they use a dredge to suck those fish out to put them in other tanks.
Oh yeah.
Hey Scott,
drop them out of airplanes.
Scott, all I gotta say is if that guy that was on that video, he tries to come over on my claim, I'm gonna tell mine and the crew, don't respond, don't say anything, ignore them, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, because they'll just clip and edit to make it.
I'm not going to respond to them. I'm not going to, unless it's a cop or a BLM officer or whatever, I'm not going to give them anything.
No, right. No, don't, because they'll just take your words and change them and make a clip of you saying something you didn't say,
Well, that's like even back when Shannon was telling you, when you get these big grants from the government to do mercury and lead extraction, they use a freaking 6-inch dredge. The same equipment, folks.
Well, sure.
It's no different.
No.
But I like hearing these guys, how they're saying, oh, yeah, dredging's hurting the fish, which we create fish habitat, spawning bed, place for fish to actually get out of the rapids. They've just got something back there. And it's funny because all these people are saying dredging's bad for the environment. These guys are like 70 and 80 years old.
Right.
How in the... I don't want to get really... I was getting ready to go off on a rant, but I'm not going to... How in the heck do they know?
And I'm a fish lover.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a conservationist. I have been since I was a kid.
I love fishing, and like you said, fish. Anybody even believes that.
The best thing is, I love it in that video, Tim, is because they're talking about how bad dredging is, and they said, yeah, we're trying to help the fish habitat, and then they show them in the creek with a giant track hoe just digging the heck out of it. Like, what?
Well, they drive through the river into the creek. With all the hydraulic fluid that always leaks out of those things.
Yeah. The grease and stuff on all the bearings that are in the water and stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff. They don't mention all that stuff, though,
No.
Those big tires, track tires. Yeah. That's not hurting.
Oh, no, none of that. None of the fluids, like Shad said, that are leaking out, because they always leak. Everyone,
That's true, they do.
They do.
But, yeah, like I said, like I said, everything was going well, because I'm getting ready. I'm going to take out either tomorrow or Friday, and I think it's probably going to be Friday morning.
Everything was going well until you seen that video, and it pissed you off?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and like I said, it was just put on a month ago. I was like, great, I got to see this video, 3 days before I go to where this video was shot.
Oh, yeah, right, because you're going to be right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, crap, this is just a bunch of freaking malarkey.
Don't let them antagonize you to doing something stupid, and just ignore them.
We're gonna be over on the gravel bars on the other side.
Now, if they come on your claim, though, can you make them leave?
No,
you can't. You're not allowed. No. Okay. I didn't know if that was kind of like private property.
It is unlawful for them to stop an active mining operation.
Right. Yes, I remember hearing that before too. They cannot.
Hey, Swiftwater, if they show up, just start teaching them how you get your T-shirts so clean.
That's right. Break out a bucket and some OxyClean and go, let me have your attention. Step right up.
Just make sure you plug the show when you do it, though, okay?
Welcome to Winter River. And just do your carniac.
No, like I said, it was all. But I'm still excited to get over there and everything like that.
It'll be good.
I'm just bummed to see this video and seeing how they, pretty much copyrighted somebody, took their stuff and made it into their own.
Well, that's what they do. Imagine the hours of editing they did, and how many people they had to talk to hear the answers they wanted to hear that they put into that. It's all propaganda. It's all it is. And I would think anybody with any sense would realize that, that it's malarkey.
It was so. I was like, it was so funny, because they had that one part in that video that Shannon tells the guy. He says, "No, you're not going to do anything." He says, "We're going to call our elected official. We're calling the sheriff right now," and they cut it off. And I went, "Well, that just made you look bad. You're trying to make Shannon make it seem like he's the bad guy because he's going to call the sheriff. But you cut it off right then because you think that was going to make you look good.
Right.
Well, it doesn't. It just makes them look, because they're only as good as their power, and the power does not exceed an elected official, which a sheriff is.
Right. Oh, they're going to do whatever they can.
But Swifty, you leave in 3 days?
Do you have your snorkel?
Yes.
Oh, your snorkel.
No, I don't have that. You know what? I haven't even asked Lisa if that's even come in yet, but she hasn't said anything.
No.
Maybe not, because it's coming from China.
That's right.
Yeah, it's I think for some reason, I don't know if it's come from China or Australia, but it's taken a while to get here. I do know that.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
You're closer to China than we are.
Right?
Man, they could have just threw it on a boat and got it over to you there in Oregon.
On a boat? No, they could have swam under and just had somebody on the surface pumping that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They could hold their breath with it.
They could have snorkeled it right on over.
They could have snorkeled to the U.S.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet, so I don't know.
Oh, I'd be pretty upset. You're heading there without your snorkel. Snorkel.
Yeah, I know it, because it would have been, like I said, that right there. See, I can't dredge, but that right there could have been really cool to.
Yeah. Well, you could have snorkeled. Right, you could crevice.
I also thought about this. I got a pretty good long dredge line on my face mask and everything. I mean, if I took the pump off my motor and just made it pump the air, they can't say I was dredging.
No, you're crevicing, right?
Crevice, but,
right, you're crevicing. That's allowed, I would think. That's not dredging.
But like I said, I don't know what kind of river it is yet, so I don't know if that's, if it has that kind of exposed bedrock or not. So
I don't know. Maybe there's some spots, but who knows? You'll know in a few days.
Well, like I said, me and old Ben Ironman out on the claims, we make stuff work, so it don't matter. I know I'll be able to get gold somehow, some way.
We'll make it happen, Captain. That's the thing. That's what you got to do. Yeah. Well, pretty cool. Well, try not to let them videos upset you when you watch them.
I was just, just bums you out.
Oh, I know it does. But you just shake your head and go, idiots. That's all you can do.
Like I said, it would have been great if they would have had, there's two guys that are saying, oh, it's bad for the fishing and this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, fishermen lose how much lead annually per year in that river.
Oh, yeah.
But yet we're the ones hurting rivers.
And we're cleaning it out. See?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we clean it all out.
Yeah.
And trust me, it stays in your dredge.
Yeah. And some.
That's why sometimes in Arizona, if you start, like, your first clean out, like, you wait all day to do your first clean out, you might be screwing yourself over. Because if you're getting too much lead, the gold ain't got a place to set down in there, and it'll roll right over the lead and go out.
Right.
So I always clean up, like, maybe an hour or 2 hours in, and then check it. If it's not really like a bunch of lead, then I'll continue on. But if it's a bunch of bullets and buckshot, which, man, we've took like 30 and 40 bullets out of one box in a couple hours' time down in Pennsylvania.
Oh, sure.
It's crazy sometimes. But
I believe
it.
it.
You always got to check it.
Yeah, you definitely do. Well, Scott, awesome, brother. Thank you for being here as always. And I know you'll be chiming in here as always, so we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, now, last but not least, we got the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. What's happening, Dennis?
Well, a lot. 30 days. 30 days.
30 days. You got 30. Shad's got 45. Shad and Kathleen's got 45. So 30 for you. Scott's only got, 3 or something, and he's heading.
Yeah, but he said he was going to leave for Oregon. It took him 3 weeks. So.
Yes, it's true. So.
Well, I was getting everything right,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 30 days for you, Denny, and you'll be down there. And you think you're going to run into any problems while you're down there from them people?
I really don't care. They can videotape and they can do whatever they want. Because as long as I'm, working my equipment,
dude,
they can do whatever they want. I don't care. I'm not even going to give them a time of day to talk to them. Because I know if they do show up there, they're probably going to show up or looking for Shannon anyway.
Right, yeah.
But even if they, they'll try to distract you, keep you out of the water, we're just not going to respond, then we're just going to keep on trucking.
They don't realize who they're pointing a camera at. That's what I was about to say. When they point that camera at you, you need to give them your little dance. You need to give them something to put on camera,
Yeah, you should definitely do the birthday dance.
The birthday dance, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That one. You need
I'd rather
to
just give him a California howdy.
I guarantee you, if you do that, Dennis, they'll go away and they will not come back and bother you.
Oh no, they'll get more. Want to shoot more videos saying, "Look at this."
Well, do it. Just hey.
Nah, I'm not even going to respond to them. I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to
just pretend they're not even there.
To them.
Right? Just pretend they're not there.
Yeah, when they're there, challenge accepted.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna bug me at all.
Good.
I'll probably sure and get some of them on video. You know, shoot the camera on them, and I'm sure I'll be able to come up with my own little video just for them.
I mean, I would think they had better things to do than annoy these people dredging and prospecting. It's just ridiculous. It's all it is. You know, really. It is. It is. It's a shame.
But another thing that I found out, one of the guys that works in the lab, he, I guess, really messed up his knee. So day before yesterday was his last day at work. He's supposed to have surgery tomorrow. So he's going to be out 6 weeks. We're one man down in the lab now, so we had to kind of move some people around to make this work. So 8 in the morning till 8 on
Dennis, Dennis, hold up, man. All of a sudden, your audio went to crap.
He went to the drunk guy again.
It went to
full robot.
It went full robot.
Auto-tuner on.
Yeah, it went.
Auto-tune.
Yes, it was like auto tune.
What?
Yeah,
It's
dude.
still bad?
Full robot.
You're good now.
What in the world happened?
Dude, I don't know. Did somebody else jump online at the house or something? But all of a sudden, you went, full auto-tune, full robot, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, I'm still okay?
Now you sound back to normal. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, what did you hear then before I went robotic?
You were just starting. You were like the other day at work.
Yeah. One of the guys, he blew out his knee pretty much, so he's got to have surgery, and they had to move some people around on different shifts, and I'm stuck working 8 in the morning till 8 at night for who knows how long, and I'm not missing my trip to Idaho next month. I promise you that, because he's supposed to be out at least 6 weeks.
Man.
So it kind of messed everything else up. I mean, was supposed to be going to Ohio this weekend and next weekend, and man, it's irritating.
Well, they got time to figure it out.
Yeah, they got 30 days. Right.
Yeah, I already told them I'm not giving up my vacation. I've got too much invested in it. So.
Well, of course not. You can't. That's the thing. I mean, they should have more guys to back up if somebody gets hurt. Anyway, you shouldn't have to make you guys all work 12 hours or whatever to.
So, what is that called? Mandatory overtime?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mandatory overtime.
Hey, at least they get the money for it.
Yeah.
Could be worse. You could be salary and not
like I am.
Oh, yeah, right. Mandatory, you got to work,
I work
12
12-hour
hours.
days and I don't get paid.
Ew. No. That's not even right. Still, when you work over 8, you should get paid, salary or not.
Yeah, me. I don't work salary for anybody.
Well, according to our contract, though, they can only force you to work 7 12s at 7 days in a row, 12 hours a day, and they have to give you the 8th day off. So,
that's
and
crazy.
I'm going to Idaho one way or the other, where I got to go to the doctor and have him put me off for 3 weeks. One way or the other, I'm going to be in Idaho.
You going to Idaho? Hey yo, I'm in Idaho. That's what you're going to say, right? That's right. Home of the potato. That's right. Dennis will be there.
Well, I can't eat potatoes though.
Oh,
I gave up eating bread.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Yeah, I've already lost some weight.
Oh, well, you look good the other day. I didn't know you were trying to give up eating certain things.
Yep, I gave up bread. That means bread and
potatoes are starches,
fries,
right? And bread starches, pasta starches.
Sugar.
Yeah,
sugars. Yeah, right. I guess.
Well, I mean, I got it down to I have 1 can of Pepsi in the morning.
Okay.
And then the rest of the day I'll drink green tea.
Okay.
And then if I got to have another boost of caffeine, I just get a cup of black coffee. Don't add any sugar or any cream to it.
There you go. That's what you need.
But it's working. It's coming off slowly.
Okay, well, good. It's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll get you healthy.
I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. I'm getting a little bit of energy back.
Of course you would. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good. See? I didn't even know that. Well, good luck to you, then. You know, way to go. But no potatoes. Damn.
Nope. I've had some of the guys at work saying, hey, you losing weight? I'm like, I'm trying.
Oh, yeah, you look good the other day. Yeah. Yeah, sure did. You know,
well, thank you.
Shaved
He didn't
up.
look good. He's ugly as ever.
Well, he was more neater shaved and stuff. He looked good.
Yes, he was well groomed.
Yes, and he looked good. I mean, he looked well kept.
Yeah, I got to get the beard back off, though. I think I'm going to keep it temporary now in just kind of like a goatee. So
there you go. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. That's all right. That's pretty fancy. Well, yeah, you're gonna have a good time. So you gotta.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a good time no matter what. I've got. Of course, so I've got that the super. Well, what I got off you is I think it's called the Super Hog, isn't it?
The Viper.
Well, it's a 12-inch box, but Super Hog. So I emailed Doc today because I want to get the flare and the 2 extensions onto it. That I think that it goes up to 18 inches wide. Because I ordered a 4-inch dryland nozzle.
Okay.
And I'm getting the extension for my Gold Hog Mini, and I'm going to use a 2-inch dryland nozzle on it.
Oh.
So we might not be floating our dredge in the water, but we got some of the biggest gravel bars on my claim. Several of them. Some huge ones on inside bends, and you can't use... When you're in the water with a dredge, a floating dredge, you're not allowed to dredge them gravel bars.
Right.
Well, guess what? Now we're going to be on the banks with high bankers, with dryland nozzles, and we're basically going to be dredging with our high bankers.
But you're
we
not
can't get in the water,
right?
But we can hit them gravel bars, and that's it's a win-win either way we look at it.
That'll be
I know, but what sucks is we went from a pound of gold to a half pound now.
Well, potatoes. Right? Half
you might
pound,
have, but I didn't.
Right. I mean, heck, it might be more like 2 pounds.
Well, there's a lot of bedrock to work too.
You just don't know,
Corey's
right?
bringing his hookah set up, so he's bringing his backpack dredge, and he's going to put like a platform on it. And we're going to set his hookah system up, and we're going to be able to dive and go down in there and crevice some of the bedrocks.
Ah, see, you guys got some plans. It'll be.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be fine. It's all going to work out good.
Oh, it will.
See, definitely will.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm ready.
Oh, I bet you guys are all excited. Every one of you. Yeah. That's going to be fun for all of you. Each one of you that are going on your trips and stuff, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's some serious traveling. You guys are all doing.
Oh yeah, we got a few of them coming up. Mike out from Texas, he's coming up, and Doc, Rose, and his son, they're coming out and from Wisconsin. So we,
that's a lot. You're gonna have it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, it definitely is gonna be a good time.
Lots of fun.
What day you plan on getting up there?
We're leaving Friday on the 12th, and we're going to leave that afternoon or that evening. And because we want to stop by and look at Mount Rushmore, get some pictures. A couple places we got to stop, on the way. If we would have left early that morning, I don't know what time it would have been by the time we went rolling through, but it'll be during the day. So we're going to have a couple quick places to stop and take some pictures and pick up some playing cards on the way, where I'm at.
Okay. Well, it's going to be fun. Fun.
But what day are you figuring on being there?
Oh, I'll be there Saturday evening. We'll be there Saturday. We'll have get camp set up. And then Sunday will be, when we get high bankers and stuff and maybe do, poke around a little bit and check some of the claims out. And because, actually we can actually start as soon as we get there because dredging doesn't start until Monday. Since we don't have the dredge permits, we can set up the high bankers and start high banking on Sunday. There's no season for that.
But that's the 15th?
Yeah, 15th on a Monday. We'll be there Saturday. We'll be there Saturday on the 13th.
Keep talking for 1 second, guys. Here?
Well, I just want to cover it because
just
want to cover it because what?
Hmm?
Can you hear me?
Just keep going. Keep talking, he said. Keep going.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because, like I said, I was going to be at the campground for a month and just wanted to know when you get there so I could switch over that day. So.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to go to that our campground if you don't want to stay at the other one.
No, I want to stay at a place that's got hookups. I'm going to be there a month before you get there.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not going to dry camp for a month. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we also found or Dave found a storage shed for us.
Oh,
and
a storage
we'll pay
unit?
a year in advance.
Okay.
Keep all of our equipment there. And then, hey, while you're there, Scott, do me a favor, will you?
What's that?
See if you can find. We want to get see if we can rent a porta potty to put on our.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Well, there you
So
go.
when
I'll
you're
look
there,
around when I get there.
yeah, talk to some people, some locals, and let me know because we want to get one in there.
All right.
Yeah, you're going to need one.
Yeah, well, Dave was even saying, well, there's a campground just right up the road from where we're at, and I'm like, yeah, but 2:00 in the morning, I don't want to have to get up and go to up to the campground to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's no fun. Right, definitely. Well, cool, brother. Well, I'm happy for you. Can't wait when it gets there, and it's time for you guys to go and do this. It's going to be fun. I'm living it through you all, so that is cool.
I get to try out my decam. I'll be using my decam a lot and underwater stuff, and
see.
Yeah.
Sweet. Gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. Well, here, well, Dennis, I want to thank you for being here as always. Let's kick it back to Shad for some precious metal prices and birthdays, and then we'll keep moving along. So.
All right. Well, I got your metal prices, and guess what? Gold is up $6 to $1,333.
Ooh,
wow!
All right, that's a good jump.
It's a good jump. It did go down from the high last week, but that's okay. It's going back up. Silver is back up 2 cents to $14.75. So that one also took a bit of a drop yesterday.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
okay,
right.
No panic. Platinum's down $6 to $811, but really, do we care? Palladium is up $16 to $1,409.
Mm-hmm.
Now get this.
Wow.
Rhodium is back on the warpath, up $50 to $2,960.
Wow!
When it makes a move, it makes a big move.
You better believe it.
Don't it?
It comes with the thunder.
Yeah, it don't play. Why can't silver do that? Silver went up $50 today. I would love to hear that.
Well, according to all those commercials for the past 8 years, it's ready to move.
It is. I get emails every day. Now's the time to buy silver. It's like, gee, yeah, right. Dang it. I'll keep trying, though, Shad.
Yeah. But there's your precious metal prices.
Awesome. Now, Dennis, you singing?
Oh, I'm always singing.
You're always singing, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! Why is it
I can
dogs?
even make the dogs bark.
Every time, everybody's...
Yeah, they like fell asleep and stuff. Here was like, oh, hell no, eat that guy.
Every time. When they hear him, he barks.
We remember him when he stopped by. I'm fishy about him. Is he back? Oh, no.
That's funny.
Yep. All right, well, it is June 12th, and we have a few birthdays for today and tomorrow. Let's start off with Bob Voss, Brian Sheldon, Claude W., David Fox, a.k.a. Diamond Dave, Larry Swain, Mark Hatherrillo, and then you have the OPHC, Kevin Hoagland, Rocky Mountain Golden Trading, Ronald S. Hawley, Tim McCormick, and Timothy Bond. Now, tomorrow's birthdays are 209 Gold, Adam Ordway, Alan Kirkpatrick, Cole, Don, Donald Knox, Greg Quimby, Jerry Fortenberry, Indy, Me Too, and then John Bean.
Happy birthday, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And happy birthday tomorrow.
We'll take a quick look. Now, I'm not going to do Kevin Hoagland. Everybody knows who he is, so do we really care? No.
Yeah, we all know Kevin Cooley.
So let's focus on one of my members of my personal fan club, Donald Knox.
There you
He's
go.
Birthday tomorrow.
There you go.
And good old Donald, well, he hails from Maricopa, Arizona. He is a 48-year-old male. He's a member of Gold Prospector Space now since 2017.
Oh, okay.
Now, one may ask, what does Donald Knox like to do? Well, he likes to dry wash and use recirculating and detecting. He belongs to AMRA, GPAA, the GPAP, GFWV, GPAJ, and the RRPC.
And the AARP and goodness gracious.
Well, I think that's, I don't know what the GPAP, I don't know if that's the, I don't know which one that one is.
It's the Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
Okay. The
Roadrunner.
Gold Fever of the West Valley chapter. Then he has the Gold Prospectors of Apache Junction. Then, you said Roadrunner Prospecting Club. So there you have it.
How did he learn about the site?
Well, he learned from it from this short little man named Dennis Dayton.
Oh, and he's not a Dennis Dayton fan club member.
He left. He's with me now.
He switched teams, Dennis.
I got two people now.
He
okay?
switched teams.
Let me have two.
Come on, let's Shad have at least two. Good Lord.
He goes, who referred to the site? Well, he says, he guessed you could say DD did. So blame that guy.
Okay.
But the equipment he used when he signed up was the Keen 140S, the Little Gold Spinner, the Double Gold Cubes, the Gold Monster 1000, a water table, and, of course, some homemade goodies.
See, that's a cool profile. He put a lot of info on there.
Oh, yeah, and Donald Knox is he's ever since joining the site, he's a nice active member. He's definitely a proud supporter of AMRA. So he shares a lot of news that he gets from out west, so it's really cool to see. He passes information along. Great member of the site. We appreciate him being a member and listener of the show.
Yes, big time. Happy birthday, Donald. Big happy birthday.
Yep. No doubt.
Very cool, man. That's awesome. Awesome. Nice. All right. So.
Yeah, when you said what kind of stuff he's going to use, I'm like, I know he's going to have a dry washer in there because I know where he lives.
That's
in
cool.
Maricopa.
He named off. I like that when they put a lot of stuff on their profile like that.
Oh,
That's cool. You know? But, Shad, real quick, before we go to a break and stuff, you want to tell everybody about the little polls you're going to create and start doing to try to get some feedback and stuff?
Yes, of course, as you know, the show, we always look to strive to, engage our listeners more, bring you more content, more things you want to hear, and less what you don't. So we're going to be posting out a series of polls. We hope all of our members can participate. We'll, of course, do them on Gold Prospector Space, but also on Facebook because it's just easy and we get more of a reach there with people that may not really know what the show's about, and hopefully it'll draw them over to the site as well.
Right.
So it's going to be asking questions generally about the show, the formats, how the frequency, and then other polls will get down to more specifics. And, if an option isn't there, please comment and provide some more feedback. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy, and you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. We just want to know the truth.
Right.
We just want a fair and balanced assessment.
Heck
Yes.
yeah. That's what we want. So we figure polls is the way to go. So,
Except Dennis.
Right.
You may make Dennis cry. That's okay.
Right, but
Don't worry about it.
It's just a good idea to help keep us going in the direction that you guys would like us to go, kind of. So, we always like to hear. So this is a really good idea.
We're looking to step it up a notch.
Yeah. So this is really a good idea that Shad and Kathleen had to do this. I like it, and it'll help us. So so be sure and participate in that. And like I said, we don't care. We just want to hear. I mean, we love to know what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong. We want to know. So awesome, Shad. Thank you, brother. We'll be looking forward to seeing those. So let's take a quick break and play Amara's commercial real quick, and we'll come back with Kathleen and some Colorado gold stories. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe. Metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, so this tonight's stories are actually I dredged them up last week, so they may be a little old, but still important. Yeah. I just picked out the most important stories. There's a couple before I get into my fun fact.
Okay.
The first story is in Republic, Washington, beginning November 1st. To dredge for gold, you will need approval from the State Department of Fish and Wildlife. On June 3rd, the state announced that a new hydraulic project permit approval will be required to use a suction dredge on the bottom of rivers and streams. However, the article said to use a suction on the bottom of rivers and streams. So obviously they didn't know what it was called. Officials said that the new approval process will help control invasive species and protect the fish. This type of mining can kill young fish and eggs, they say, because it's a spawning gravel for salmon. The state will have a 45-day window to approve or deny dredging permits. Officials said, noting applications are online. You can find those at wdfw.wa.gov. You can find your license there. So the new permit rule was approved on May 31st by the State Fish and Wildlife Commission. State Protection Division Manager Randy Thurston said that the number of mineral prospectors in Washington is expected to increase. So it is important for us to be able to more accurately assess potential risks to fish and the spread of any aquatic invasive species.
Okay.
So, anyone failing to obtain approval before using a suction dredge could face criminal charges and civil fines.
Wow. Okay. Danny, did they get the prices on Kathleen or?
No, I think you have to go on that website. Maybe. I think there's different things on there. Maybe there's different levels. I'm not sure.
Probably.
But you can get a dredge license in Colorado still, though, right?
In Washington. This is Washington.
That was Washington.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah.
Washington. Mm-hmm.
The state of Washington.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go with Colorado news.
Colorado news.
In Golden, Colorado. This is kind of a neat story. After years of restoration, the famous Rio Grande Southern Locomotive Number 20 rolled into the Colorado Railroad Museum last week. For the past 12 years, this locomotive has been undergoing restoration all the way in Strasburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
It was originally built for the Florence and Cripple Creek Railroad in 1899.
Mm-hmm.
It's they call it the narrow gauge engine that could. According to the Colorado Railroad Museum, this locomotive can climb the winding, steep Phantom Canyon, which is a canyon on the way to Colorado's last gold mining bonanza, Cripple Creek.
Oh.
So,
that's cool.
I thought that was kind of neat.
That
That'd
is
be kinda
cool.
neat to see.
Well, sure. Be fun to ride on it.
Yes. All right. Actually, Shad does have some local events of interest.
Oh, okay.
I'll turn it over to him before I get into my last fun fact.
All right. Cool.
Well, cool. Thank you, Kathleen. Also, first, real quick, be sure to check out the events tab on goldprospectorspace.com. July 20th, you have one at John's Place, which is up in Michigan, if I remember right. And then we'll just get right into these ones coming up here. Actually, this weekend is the first annual Pocket Load Gold Symposium.
Ooh.
This is in Allegheny, California, June 15th through the 16th. And this is located at the Underground Mining Museum. Saturday and Sunday hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a $2 admission, which includes admission to the annual Miners Week Gold Show. Now, the first annual Pocket Load Gold Symposium offers expert speakers and authors who share their knowledge of search strategies, how pockets are formed, evaluating inactive pocket gold prospects, geologic host rock and settings, finding rich pockets at the Oriental Mine, and plus there'll be additional presentations on how to get started, panning and sluicing, finding gold with a detector, pan testing gold ore, the in and outs of staking mine claims, and places to pan recreationally in the Yuba River area, and more. So you can visit theundergroundgold.com for details of events, vendors, and the Underground Mining Tour, where pre-registration is required. The question details about the Gold Symposium, you can contact Tom Bumpker by email or website. They're also looking for additional speakers on gold mining topics.
Oh,
so
wow. That sounds like a really cool event.
Yeah, I mean, really, whether you're just getting into it or are experienced or, interested in getting claims or maybe learning other types of prospecting. Honestly, if I lived out there, I think this would be one I'd go. It's only $2.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's probably just going to help keep the lights on while they do it.
Probably. So. I mean, they're packing a lot into those 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Good
I think it's a fascinating event. So anybody in that area, I encourage you to go and definitely share when you do go to these events. We'd love to hear what you thought of them or if they suck.
That would be cool.
Where was that again? Colorado?
No, this is out in California at the Allegheny.
Allegheny?
Yeah.
Yeah, Allegheny.
So, but pretty cool. And the website to visit again is undergroundgold.com.
That's cool.
Now, we will head over to Colorado in Breckenridge. Also this weekend, June 14th through the 16th, the Gold Panning Championship. So, I guess, Swiftwater, you're not going to make it. The Gold Prospectors
No, that would have been fun.
Are coming back to Breckenridge to take over the Blue River Plaza for 3 days of historical fun. You can learn how to pan for gold or just watch the 2019 Gold Panning Championships unfold right on Main Street. Everyone is invited to learn. The basics of gold panning and all necessary tools will be provided. It is free and open to the public.
See? Free.
Staying in Colorado in Cripple Creek. Wow. Kind of goes with your little news story. Look at that. June 22nd through the 24th. Get ready. It's the Donkey Derby Days.
There they are.
It's been going on for 87 years. People from all over the world descend on downtown, drawn by a chance to watch a race inspired by the town's resident donkey herd. This donkey herd is believed to be distant relatives of the original donkeys from the town's gold rush days. Enjoy games, live entertainment, heritage competitions, and other fun family activities that will make your visit one to remember. This is a free event. Donkeys are not included.
Donkeys.
It's all about racing the donkey.
Donkeys.
Donkey. All right.
Can you make it to the donkey races?
I highly doubt it.
Eat a donkey.
Too bad, because I would have loved to see on top of an ass there.
Right. That'd be too
Yeah,
cool.
that would be funny, I guess, yeah.
The last event I have is Gold Dust Days. That's right, the Dust Days. July 26th through the 28th. The Gold Dust Days Heritage Festival pays tribute to the rich Western heritage of Gold Bar, Washington. There will also be a Civil War encampment, live music, handcrafted only street fair, and amazing classic car show and parade. Plus, there'll be an old-fashioned free fun for children, including a bike decorating session, followed by a bike parade and bouncy house.
Hey, that would be pretty cool, man, because kids come up with some cool stuff to stick on a bicycle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bouncy house. You got excited about that. But yeah, I think that's it seems like a cool little festival if you're up in that area. It's about looking back at the Heritage Festival of,
Sure.
Gold Bar, Washington. So
right.
they throw a lot of other stuff in there for people to come out and check it out, I guess.
Yeah, that would be a fun one. But that one in California, I think, going to take the cake.
No, my two picks are, if you're in California, definitely go to the first annual Pocket Load Gold Symposium. Mm-hmm. If you're in Colorado, get to Cripple Creek and ride some donkeys.
That's right. Go to Donkey Days. You got to. Just so you could say you went to Donkey Days. You have to.
All right.
Very cool.
So back to you, Kathleen. Let's hear what you have.
Okay.
Donkeys.
All right. So our little fun fact tonight. It seems like the California and the Carolina Gold Rush, we talked a lot about it, and they get a lot of hype. Mm-hmm. But tonight, for the fun facts, we're going to talk about the Colorado Gold Rush.
The Colorado one.
So gold was first discovered in Colorado in what is now in Arvada, I guess, is where it was. But however, it's what is now present day Denver. There was a discovery in the same year, 1858, that did spark the Pikes Peak Gold Rush. Uh-huh. Placer deposits were found during the rush on the banks of Cherry Creek, Clear Creek, and the South Platte River. Mm-hmm. These deposits were small, but when miners caught wind of the large-scale discoveries farther west, they quickly went that way.
Oh, okay.
So, in January 1859, California prospector and Missouri native George A. Jackson, he found a supply of gold at the site where Chicago Creek empties into Clear Creek. Mm-hmm. While he attempted to keep his discovery secret, of course, news got out. Because of the hot springs nearby, the settlement was dubbed Idaho Springs, which remains as an active town today in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Just a bit north of Idaho Springs was what was known as the Gregory Lode. This was discovered in May of 1859. The area surrounding this lode actually became mining towns known as Central City and Blackhawk. The area would produce approximately 6.3 million troy ounces of gold, all the way up till 1959.
Dang.
Placer gold was also discovered in 1859 along the Blue River, and this is near the site of the present-day Breckenridge, where the gold panning championships.
Oh, okay.
Leadville was another important mining district during Colorado's gold rush. The story of Leadville district started in April 1860 when placer gold at California Gulch was found, marking one of the most fruitful discoveries in Colorado's gold history. So gold recovery in this area led to also the finding of silver. This was in the late 1870s. These discoveries eventually led to the founding of the city of Leadville, and that town is also still active today.
Okay.
So the site of perhaps the biggest large-scale rush in Colorado history is the famed and today widely known Cripple Creek.
Right.
In 1890, a man named Bob Womack, he discovered a substantial gold deposit in Poverty Gulch. A lot of people weren't quick to, invest because I guess back then there was a lot of fake gold mines.
Sure.
In the area. But a few believers did invest, however, and once the news of their involvement spread, the boom at Poverty Gulch started, and a town was established west of the gulch with the original name of Fremont, but later is become what is known today as Cripple Creek.
Oh, interesting.
And a lot of things like the Colorado Gold Rush is the second. It's considered the second largest mining to do in the U.S.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Over 100,000 people participated in this rush, and they were actually known as the 59ers, not the 49ers. And at the time of the gold rush, Colorado was still part of Kansas and Nebraska.
I never heard of that 59ers.
Me neither.
That's weird.
Me neither.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's some old history there.
Yeah, and actually, it was before Colorado was even a state. It was still part of the Kansas and Nebraska territory. So when prospectors flooded into the region, because of the rapid population growth, it created the Colorado Territory in 1861, and then later in 1876, it became the U.S. state of Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the 59ers did Utah and Colorado, I think.
Yeah, maybe because it was just a territory back then, so
True,
there could have been, there weren't really any state lines, so I could see that.
So there was the 49ers, the 59ers. Was there ever any 69ers or 79ers that you're aware of?
I believe that the 59ers, I think they were the ones that were looking for gold on the way back towards the east.
Oh, is that what it was? I never heard of that.
I think they went out and they didn't find anything, so they started moseying back, and then they found that they actually passed a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you say the 79ers?
Yeah. Was there any, did it continue, every 10 years like that? Was what I
don't think here, well, I don't know, but I know, in 1879, the Klondike Gold Rush.
See? Okay, so it's kind of weird. It's all these...
That was up in the Yukon.
Okay.
See, today they got what's called the Dayton Niners.
The Dayton Niners? They got the O-Niners. It's weird, though, that you don't ever hear of that one. You always hear the 49ers, the 49ers.
Yeah.
I've never heard that, the 59ers. That's cool.
I mean, well, I've always thought, when I thought about the California Gold Rush, just out west in general.
Right.
And I never really even thought that, there were probably different pockets and different gold rushes that
yeah, right.
Did.
This is true. So, I mean, there could have been the 50s, the 51s, the 52s that they never were spoken about. That, like you said, these little pocket gold rushes like that popped up here and there.
These cities in Colorado, they're still around.
Sure. And I guess there's
you got to remember when 1949, when that gold rush went, they really hammered it for 10 years. So all the big stuff was not there anymore.
Right. And there's a lot of good gold in Colorado, I hear. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it,
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of history, too, including the Colorado cannibal.
The what?
Yeah.
The what?
Colorado cannibal.
What's the Colorado cannibal?
We watched a documentary on that. That was interesting.
And they were on their way to the Breckenridge, Colorado gold field.
There you go.
And
if you do spot Bigfoot in Colorado, that's just Caleb Bennington working on his claim.
wait, I want to know.
The roads are closed still, he said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to know more. What's this Colorado cannibal? What was it though? Brief.
Alfred Packer?
Oh my God.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Oh,
I haven't either.
Well, here's another funny tip about him, real quick. He's from Allegheny County, Pennsylvania.
Really?
So all these places and names, granted, it's a county,
Yeah.
but whatever. But still, same name as a town.
Allegheny.
So what
But,
was?
Wow.
What was
you
he
never
doing?
heard of him.
No, neither has Dennis. Tell us a
I
little
haven't
bit.
either.
Tell us briefly, if you would like. What was he?
He
Who
was
was
kind
he?
of like a con man back in the day. Shad he's got the article up. Closer to him, so he could probably tell you the specifics. But it was an interesting tale.
Really?
You need to make this up. You need to make this for one of your segments because I am interested in it.
Yeah, I do. I want to know who. His name was the Colorado Cannibal. Was he eating people?
Well, yeah.
They allegedly.
Oh.
He just get that name for nothing.
It wasn't allegedly.
Well.
Because
no.
I think he really did.
Okay.
Okay.
But he served in the Union Army during the Civil War, and after that he headed out west to Colorado and beyond. In 1873, people were leaving Salt Lake City, Utah, from the mines out there to Breckenridge, Colorado, for the gold strikes that were happening.
Right.
So, like a lot of people did, they went mine to mine, and they traveled in groups. A lot of time, they were all strangers, and they just met up to travel in a group.
And they didn't know anything,
Sure.
about surviving out west.
Right.
So, you had individuals like Alfred who said, "Hey, I'll be your guide," and
Right. I'll make sure
they
you
ran
survive.
into him in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
25
geez.
miles away from where they left.
Uh-huh.
So, in the middle of their journey in the wilderness, they stumble upon this guy.
Right.
He's like, "Hey, I'll help you. I know where I'm going."
He
Uh-huh.
claimed he was a prospector at the time.
But
Okay.
he had no money, no supplies. They really were apprehensive, but
And he never prospected.
yeah. But he evidently was able to talk a good game, so they were like,
Obviously,
okay,
right.
fine. However, later on, they definitely realized that he was a liar. He had no idea on how to survive out there. He was not a guide
They
at
ended
all.
up getting stranded.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. They basically, because it was taking so long, they weren't going the right routes. They got stuck in winter storms. Their horses and wagons were just getting bogged down, and needless to say, it was just trouble after trouble that they were having.
And then they started disappearing.
Yeah. So out of nowhere, as time was going on, some of the guys were just disappearing.
Right.
They figured, well, maybe they just left or got lost, had no idea. So needless to say, it wasn't until sometime later that 2 months later after leaving, that in Seguchi, Colorado, that the Indian agency out there stumbled upon Packer, who was walking around alone, just totally lost in a daze.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to figure out, they called in the Army, they interrogated him after kind of nursing him back, like, what's going on, where were you? He's totally delirious.
Right.
Well, then
That's where the story gets kind of weird.
I mean, there's so much about this guy, it's really hard to...
No kidding.
But he was a big con man, right?
Yeah.
And so those people took care of him and brought him into a town where the town was helping him out because, here's this guy who was hoping with the group. He's the only one that just appears out of nowhere, and he's in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was basically donating, kind of like,
Sure.
I'm going to go mine, but I don't have any money. I break down, so please help me out. So
Right.
a lot of miners chipped in to help
Sure.
out.
Mhm.
Well, this guy was just taking advantage of stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
he basically spent like over $100 worth of food and drinks and everything, right? And that's equivalent of over $2,200 today.
Uh-huh.
They were even going to lend him additional money to help him out.
Wow.
So, like I said, this guy was a smooth talker. So, needless to say, eventually, I think it was some Native Americans actually stumbled upon 5 bodies, if I remember right.
Oh, wow.
And they were all like laid out and, not buried
Right.
on the ground. They were missing chunks of meat off their legs, their arms, all over the place, right? They've been eaten.
Mm-hmm.
They sketched the layout of where these bodies were, right? And then they kind of buried them on the spot, just covered up with dirt and just left the scene.
Right.
So, needless to say, word got around quickly about this. And then they started going back to this Packer guy, and the Army was involved in questioning him. It was like, hey, there's these 5 guys, they've not been seen. What do you know about it? And they found holes in his story. He wasn't changing things. And then he eventually admitted that, he killed him, but it was to protect his own life.
Oh, wow.
There's still a controversy on whether he was lying
Sure.
or just killed them.
Killed
and
them
robbed
to rob them and then eat them, because
Yeah,
of the
for
hard
instance,
winter.
he said he killed one with a hatchet blow to the head.
Oh, jeez.
While the other guy was stooping to pick up wood for the fire. Then he butchered him and consumed him because they ran out of food.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
Well, this was another guy that supposedly did it with him, so he joined in, because he didn't want to die.
Right.
But he killed him. So, needless to say, a lot of the more horrific things, he tried to put it off to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of evidence pointed it back to him. Now, this documentary we did watch, and I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
I can't either.
But they did find these graves.
They found
out
the
there.
bodies, yeah.
They found the bodies. The way the bodies were laying were identical to how the sketch in the 1800s was drawn.
Oh, wow.
Like a crime scene photo,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
That's
Because they
cool.
just covered their bodies with earth.
Right.
They didn't move them into an actual grave because you're up on the mountains.
Sure.
Yeah, even the positions, they were able to analyze the bones and the marks, so they could
Man.
tell that they were cannibalized. It wasn't wild
Oh,
animals.
they definitely were. Okay. See?
So yeah, they were definitely cannibalized, and that's where. And there's actually a shrine, a memorial there at Lake City, Colorado, southeast of that town in the mountains. You can go see where these graves are still today in the memorial.
Oh, wow.
But he was basically, to make a long story short, he went to trial. But like I said, he was a smooth talker. He got out of it and
Pretty much got away with it.
he got into a second trial. He was convicted, but they couldn't say, that it was like, I guess, planned murder. Yeah,
Right.
so he kind of got left off of parole.
Oh,
He
geez.
ended up dying at the age of 65 in Deer Creek, Jefferson County, Colorado. The cause of his death was cited as dementia and trouble and worry. They believe it was the result of a stroke.
Jeez.
He went.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy. But know this, it was rumored he became a vegetarian before he died.
No way. Did he really? I'd like to see this
Well, he took a real
documentary.
bite out of crime.
Yeah. I'd like to
I mean, there's so much more to this story. You have to look it up. There's
Oh,
a
it
lot of good
sounds like it.
documentaries. It's an interesting history of Colorado, and that was
That's
what
cool.
Kathleen was sharing. So.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'd like to know that documentary. I'd like to see that one. That sounds like a good one. The
That's pretty
Cannibal, Colorado
Two-
Cannibal. Yeah, I never heard
bad.
of it.
Two different piles of people, two different same way. That's okay.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and
though.
just think nowadays if they do a documentary like of Swiftwater being the traveling prospector, it'd be like, well, he stayed here at this RV camp for a month.
Yeah.
Then he journeyed over here. It's like back then you got to think of the wilderness, the wild, just what they went through.
Yeah, right. So there probably won't be too many documentaries for the next generation because, right, it's like, he stayed at a campground. Oh, went and stayed at this campground. Yeah, that's...
Well, that's like I said, I did it back in the day.
Sure.
Now I'm just like, I don't have to.
No, right. No, I don't blame you. It's nice when you can stay in a camper, ain't it? Heck with that.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
tent
I like tents. I mean, don't get me wrong and
I
stuff,
don't.
but hey, when it comes to like, I've been in some of the big winds and big rains and hailstorms, and yeah, I'm glad to have a little hard shell around me now.
Oh yeah, there ain't not like having a heater and a roof over your head when it's raining, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's for sure. I think everybody should have a camper. No tents. I'd like to boycott them. No tents. They suck.
Since I used to
have to wander out to Colorado soon.
What's that, Shad?
I think we're going to have to wander out to Colorado soon.
Yeah, you haven't been there yet, have you?
And check out all these sites.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some cool sites in Colorado. It sounds like that would be a state worth checking out, and there's plenty of gold there. So see, win-win, right? Definitely the Colorado Cannibal. That is cool. Well, awesome segment, guys. Very cool. Enjoyed it. Learned a little bit tonight about Colorado. Did you, Dennis?
Yeah.
Right?
And the 59ers.
Yeah, and the 59ers. Another thing we didn't know. God, I can't believe we didn't know about that.
I know.
I might have to look up for a story on the 59ers because, like I said, I've seen it. What was it? I don't think it was a History Channel. But I think it was like on Discovery a long time ago.
Okay.
Like when Discovery was Discovery informational shows instead of like, what they are now.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah,
I
right. Now they're more, I don't know, what's that word? I don't even know what I'm looking to say. Now they're more like scripted shows. When Discovery used to be more
in a way,
real. Yeah. Has anybody heard, is the Feldmans coming back again for another season? Has anybody heard anything yet?
I think Kathleen saw something. I noticed on some of their social media, it looks like they're kind of alluding to them going out and looking at things and researching. So,
okay.
One would suspect
that they will be.
Yeah.
Nice. I've been watching a couple of gold shows in this time I've been down, like that Curse of Civil War Gold. I don't know, a couple of them.
The show's okay, but man, they really draw it out.
It's like Oak Island. It's from the same people, obviously. Dennis, you don't even watch Oak Island anymore, do you?
Are you kidding me? I watch it every time.
Well, have they found anything yet after how many years?
Yeah, they're finding gold.
Are they?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so
I mean, not massive treasures, but they're still finding, all kinds of stuff.
But they are finding stuff now, actually?
Yes.
In that location that leads to the whole treasure story?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't watch it. You should see what they dug up. That, I don't know, it was like on the beach, and man, they started with digging up one thing, like these tunnel-like things where they were built, the wooden things, and then they run across something else, and then something else, and it dated back a little further and further. They're discovering all kinds of stuff. So it
seems like they're discovering more, though, out there on that beach than they ever did up there in the money pit and stuff like that, where that just seemed like was a waste. But now that they're out there on that beach part, they seem like they're doing really well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Digging up an old landfill.
Oh, really? It might be. Did they ever find those coffer things, those things that flooded the money pit? Did they find them?
The what?
You know how they said there were 3 like shafts running into the ocean, and that's why they were looking there. That's what they were trying to find that flooded the money pit years and years ago.
Yeah, they're finding those. I think there's a total of 5 of them.
Oh, there's 5. Okay, I thought it was 3. Okay, but they are finding those now.
Yep.
Okay. Well, darn, they are making some progress after how many years has it been? It's been a few, and I know that's the way this Curse of Civil War Gold seems to be, too, the same kind of situation. So I don't know, but interesting. You just never know. You never know what you'll find. Get out there flipping channels. You know? But pretty cool. Well, great show tonight, guys. Awesome. Enjoyed it all. You know? I really did. It was fun.
Well, I hope everybody liked it.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully as much as we did. And don't forget to look for those little polls that Shad's going to be posting on Facebook and stuff. And be sure and participate in them, you know.
Yep.
You know, we look forward to it. And don't forget to tune in Sunday. Wait, today is Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Track
I
of
was going to say
dude.
about those polls. Remember, you guys, if you don't vote, you really, you don't have much to say after it's done.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
That's right. That is right. The old polls. Don't forget them. And we'll be back Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to tune in then. And what are we forgetting? Anything?
Good night, Gold Diggers.
There you go.
Have a golden night.
Good night, Golden Family. We're out of here. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night, Gold Diggers.
Too late, Scott.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.